Okay, so these are your written questions on variance analysis, and they're really just really expanding on what we've been doing so far. And we want to, I mean, of course, please fill out the main points of who you're writing to and the subject, of course, here and the date and the fact that it's from you, if you like, so you can put from, you know, an accountant and if you like to the finance director and the subject really is um, illustration maybe of variances and the date, for example, 0911, something like that. So the first thing we want to do is actually do some calculations and highlight. I mean, I think what you want to do is you don't have enough time, but I think what you want to be clear about with the examiner, I mean, what you want to do to get all the marks is to first of all highlight that this is a budget, um, and sort of the fact that first of all the budget helps us, if you like, helps us to identify the standard costs. So this or this is a fixed budget. So you say this is a fixed budget that helps us to identify the standard costs of making an item. That's the first point. And so really that let's do that. So the point here is that you can just do that by the way. And so that's first of all you need 15,000 kilograms to make 10,000 units, and therefore for making 1 unit you will need 1.5 kilograms. That's the first thing. And you will buy, if you like, 15,000 kilograms for £30,000, spend £30,000 on 15,000 kilograms, and therefore 1 kilogram is going to cost £2. So that's kind of the first point. I'm running out of space already, but we're looking for full marks here. So this is the first point. The next point is that um, useful variance analysis requires the flexing of the budget. The flexing of the budget. And so the process of flexing this budget is the application, yes, the application of the standard costs. These are the standard costs to the actual units. So when we talk about application to the actual units, we have 11,000 units. So we ask the question, well, if 1.5 kilograms are required to make 11,000 units, how many kilograms should we be using? When my calculator has decided to walk. 1 second, because it's too. Let me find my calculator. 1 second. So that's 1.5 times 11,000, and that's 16,500. So you should be using 16,500 kilograms, and those kilograms, 1 kilogram, 1 kilogram should cost £2. So £2 times your 16,500 kilograms, your cost, in effect, those kilograms, well, that's your standard thing. Those kilograms should cost 2 times 16,500, and this kilogram should cost £33,000. So this is our starting point. You should therefore be spending £33,000 on this project. I'll just change my pen color. The question then becomes, well, how much did you spend? And you spent 33,500. So you actually spent 33,500. You should have spent 33,000. So your total material variance is 500. Now this is what we split up into two parts. Yes, the whole idea here is this £500. I mean, you spent 500 more than you should have. So this is a total adverse variance. So the question is, we can now break this up into its price and usage variance. But you can see where I've gone with this, right? So now you then go ahead and then do that, right? And let's let's go ahead and do that very quickly. Let me just cut this out. But that was the written introduction that you needed there very quickly. And let's just do that. Um, yes, let me just see. So we're here. 1 kilogram, 1.5 kilogram per unit. So what do we have here? I mean, this is useless to us now. We don't need that. You should have done one for 11,000 units. You should have done 1.5 kilograms per unit, and 1.5 kilograms times 11,000. We calculated 1.5 times 11,000. We got a 16,500. So you should have used 16,500 kilograms. You used 16,000 kilograms. Well done. So there you have an efficiency variance of 500 kilograms at your standard prices per kilogram, because you've calculated that over there. Each kilogram should cost £2. Yeah, so each kilogram there, you've got 1 kilogram. Each kilogram should cost £2. And so you have times 2 here. And so your usage variance is £2 times 500 kilograms favorable, of course. So you have £1,000 favorable, right? Let's look at your price variance. But what actually happened was you actually used you used 16,000. So you should have spent £2 on these 16,000 kilograms. You should have spent £2 on the 16,000 kilograms, which had been £32,000. You should have spent £2 on the 16,000 kilograms, but you spent 33,500, right? Because we know that's what you spent. It's up here somewhere, and we can find it. We can do 33,000, right? We don't need to. So you spent an excess of 1,500 kilograms. So your price variance is equal to 1,500 adverse, and that's why we have a net figure of 500 adverse as your total variance. So, I mean, the next step is really discussing why we have this. So you just need to be very methodical about this. You do this blurb first, then you go up here and break it down, and then finally you discuss the fact here that you must. One nice suggestion is that you bought slightly more quality. Well, you bought a bit more quality material. I'll only give you one reason here, but all of them would suffice. Quality material, and that meant that you were more efficient with the material. I mean, there's a range of reasons, but you just need to come up with a couple that are useful material, and with a little conclusion, if you like, maybe about improvements. It, because the improvement here really is how maybe you can bulk buy to bring the price down, something along those lines. So look at that standard to really see whether or not that is a real standard, all right, or a good standard. Okay, let's just go back to the question to make sure we have actually covered everything they wanted. Yes, the notice to explain the calculation and how this variance is split, and we've done that.